Hey everyone, my name is Cedric. Today I'm going to show you how to inspect a tree before climbing it for hazards, for your safety, for the safety of people around you. The first thing we want to do is look at the tree from a distance. So in the background we have this large, beautiful white oak, and it gives us an advantage to look at it from a distance because you'll be able to notice certain things you won't from underneath the tree. You'll be able to kind of look at the lean, kind of what's going on with the tree there. You might be able to see some broken limbs, some hangers that you won't be able to see from underneath the tree. You might see a hanger that's so big that you don't even want to go underneath the tree because it's poses such a danger to you. You can also kind of see some power lines or some house lines a little easier. So you'll kind of see a house line behind this oak already that we've noticed. And that just gives us a better sense of what's going on with the tree. And then we can move up a little closer and check out some of the trunk and somewhere around the tree that we need to check also. So we've checked the tree from a distance, and now we're moving closer. And we're gonna start near the ground level trunk part of the tree. And the first thing you want to look for is if there's any mushrooms or fungus around any kind of roots that are protruding, or the trunk of the tree itself, or just the ground, because this indicates that it has a weak root system or some kind of root rot is going on, because mushrooms and fungus they feed off of decayed wood. Next, you want to look around the trunk and make sure there's no cavities or any kind of holes that are obvious. And if there are, you want to get some kind of stick or something hard to prod into the cavity. You want to pretty much check how far it goes and how much hardwood is in the tree. So if you're going in and it stops and the wood's really hard, it's a pretty good sign that the cavity is not a big problem. If you stick your prodder in there and it goes all the way through the tree, then you probably have a problem. Next, we're going to check around for, and this is pretty obvious, or not obvious, this will happen in leaning trees, is you can go on the opposite side of the lean, and if the ground is kind of raised up or there's roots protruding, it's a sign that the tree is already starting to uproot. This can be really dangerous, so get a second opinion or other options. Once we've checked out the ground area of the tree, then you want to turn your vision and start looking up into the upper trunk and upper canopy. As we move up into the canopy, you're going to want to look for hangers, and these can be especially dangerous because as you're climbing up into the tree, they could fall on you or they could fall on the people around you working under the tree. So the best way to deal with this is to get a throw ball and just throw them up, wrap around the hanging limb, and yank them out if you can. You'll also want to look for nests of any kind of insects or small mammals or birds, because once you get into the tree, that's kind of in their element, and you're not gonna win that fight. You also want to check out power lines, and you just want to make sure there's no power lines within 10 feet of the tree you're climbing or going through at all. If there are, then you need to approach the tree and think of a better way to work in it, because you can't climb a tree if there's power lines present at all. We've now completed the pre-climb tree inspection. We started from a distance, we took a look at the tree, we moved up closer, we took a look at the roots, we moved up to the trunk and into the canopy. The reason we do this is because it saves time, it saves property, but most importantly it saves lives, because tree climbing can be very dangerous and we want to be as prepared as possible. Don't get rabies.
I like that one.
All right, sweet.